Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Custom Auto Sound, the originator of classic car OEM fit radio since 1977. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. True Street Performance, the fastest Hemis in the world. And by Aegis, best darn seat covers.
This is Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, and we are rolling right along. Now let's talk about tire balancing. Why do you need to even balance your tires in the first place? Well, over time, the tires start to wear unevenly, and that causes a weight distribution issue around the tire that actually changes, and that weight imbalance creates heavy spots. Those heavy spots can cause vibrations or even shaking in the steering wheel as you drive. And the forces inside the tire mean that a 6-ounce heavy spot can become a 60-pound imbalance when you're going at full speed. Your tire turns at about 550 revolutions per minute on the highway. That means there's a 60-pound shock wave acting on your suspension every single minute, going up and down. So, tire balancing evens out that weight distribution. It gives you a smoother ride, plus your tires will wear more evenly, which means they'll last longer. That is safer, and it'll save you money in the long run. For ages, the only way to balance a tire was lead weights fastened to the rim on the inside. So you had a lead weight like this one that's clipped to the tire, or it was held on by double-sided tape. But let's face it, wheel weights are ugly, and they can damage your custom wheels if they're put on improperly, and they're held in place only by the double-sided tape or a weak little clamp. That means they're exposed to snow and rain and all kinds of rocks and debris, and it's just a matter of time before they come off, and that'll leave you with an even bigger balance issue than you had before. The solution to all of these problems? Checkered flag tire beads. Checkered flag tire beads are little beads that you actually insert into the tire, and when the beads rotate in the tire, the centrifugal force naturally pulls the beads to the tread. The beads collect at low spots, and they balance your tire perfectly. It's as simple as that. The tire beads are inside the tire, so you don't lose them like you would lose a traditional lead weight, and you won't have to rebalance your tire later because the beads constantly adjust to the tire as it wears and changes shape. One shot of tire beads and you're good for the life of the tire, and I tell you what, old-fashioned lead weights cannot do that. We've seen checkered flag tire beads on Motorhead Garage and our sister show Performance TV, and we've shown the best way to install the beads at home. You just pop the bead and use a floor jack and a ratchet strap to separate the tire from the wheel. Now check the charts on the website to see how many ounces you need to put in your tire. And if you're lucky enough to have a tire mounting machine, it's even faster, of course. Or when you're getting new tires put on your car, take your beads with you to the shop and ask the technician to put them on your new tires, and they'll be balanced for life. If your tires are already mounted and you don't want to, or you can't take them off the vehicle, there's liquid tire beads. It couldn't be easier to balance your tires with the liquid. Liquid tire beads come with a tool to remove the Schrader valve from the valve stem, and while the air is escaping, you can look online once again to see how much liquid you'll need. It's not the same as the regular beads. Make sure you check it out. Once the air is out of the tire, you can go to work. Attach the tube to the packet, and we use some tape just to make sure it didn't pop off, and pour the proper amount of liquid into the tire. Liquid tire beads do not contain any alcohol, so it won't vaporize in the heat. And as far as the cold, well, it's good down to 50 below zero, so the liquid will not freeze. Liquid tire beads not recommended for tires with TPMS sensors, but regular tire beads are safe for TPMS. And I do want to let you know that these products are not meant for small cars, hot rods, or cars with low profile tires, but they are perfect for semi-truck tires, motorhomes, motorcycles, ATVs, pickup trucks, and SUVs and tires like that. Now, tires are really expensive, but if you keep them balanced with checkered flag tire beads, they'll last longer and your vehicle will run more efficiently, and that's great news for your vehicle at home. But what if you own a fleet of vehicles? Maybe a fleet of pickup trucks or semi-trucks? Well, guess what? You are going to save all kinds of money. First of all, you'll get better fuel mileage across your entire fleet, and there's going to be less wear and tear on your suspension parts. And your tires will last longer, so you won't have to replace them as often. In fact, some fleets report as much as a 30% gain in the life of a tire when using checkered flag tire beads. And let's talk about the safety issue. Tires will not wear as fast, and your drivers will have a much more comfortable ride. They won't have all that shimmying and shaking, so they won't have all the fatigue. I've seen the science behind it. I've seen it working, but you don't have to take my word for it. Check them out online. Get some for yourself, and you can see the difference. You can increase your tire life by as much as 30%. Get balanced. Check them out at 4tirebeads.com. We have reached the end of the line for this episode, but we're going to do it once again next week, same time, same sandbox. In the meantime, if you have a product you'd like to see on the show, email Jeff at masterstv.com. From our entire crew here, until next week, we'll see you here on Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. So long.